Hello everybody, Joe Bagnones here, and welcome back for another episode of MUV Alternative. Last time, we kind of had our after-action report of Operation 21st, talked around a bit, figured out some of the flaws, what happened, like accidentally NTRing Sumika. That was definitely one for the L category, which then caused her to have a fucking mind break and crash the Susanoo O, which then we had to detonate, losing Kashiwagi and the captain. Big rip to them. But yeah, you can't win them all. So, moving forward, we're getting ready for Operation 20th, because I guess they're super unoriginal with the names, going after the 20th hive. But, yeah, let's see how everyone's doing. Also, a little update on my life. I said I was going to go running after last night's episode, and I did, and oh man, that was a fucking mistake. It was right at dusk. It was like 8:30 p.m. The sun was setting. It was fine when I was in the tree line, but once I got out of the trees, bugs. Just these little fucking brown fly bugs. They almost looked like the little flying ants, but they weren't. It felt like running in a hailstorm or like in a sandstorm. I got back to my car and looked at myself in the mirror, just coated with them. Just like dead in my sweat. It was absolutely disgusting. I never felt more gross. Just like, oh god, I can feel them in my hair and everything. Got them all out. Never doing that again. Fucking sticking to my morning runs. Either that or I'll suffer through it and run in the afternoon. And a little housekeeping on the videos. So, just a quick question for all you ladies and gents out there watching. Well, I saw my statistics. You gents out there. How do you feel with the long videos? Because, pushing like 2.5, 3 hours, like that's, I don't mind recording that long. It's just you guys watching. Like, that feels pretty excessive. And I know, obviously, hopefully, not everyone's watching them all in one go, because Jesus Christ, do something else with your life. But, if you feel they're a little fucking long in the tooth and should be cut down to like maybe like, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours, let me know down in the comments, just drop what's on your mind, and I'll consider it depending on what the consensus is, or if people DM me or whatever. Anyway, but enough rambling. Let's actually get into it. All right, one thing clear from today's simulation is that we're all leaning way too hard on Tamase. Cool, getting ready for the infiltration.
すみません。あんたは謝らないで。右翼左翼で構成される基本フォーメーションの維持にこだわりすぎた私に原因があるのよ。
Yeah, you're down a couple people. Now that Kashiwagi's gone, we only have one impact guard. Poor Tama's having to cover both wings at the same time. And the more targets that she lets slip through, the harder it makes things for Class Rep and Suzumiya.
さっき宗像と話した結果、明日は B 小隊の配置を少しいじってみることにした。早峰、三剣の2トップ、トップ下白金だった逆三角配置を白金の1トップに変えてみようと思ってる。
Okay.
そうなれば、ストームヴァンガードがくさび型になるから、タマセも対処しやすくなるはずよ。それで解決できなければ、ブラストガードの主兵装を支援ライフルに換装するしかない。
So basically, we'd be giving Lieutenant Kazama and Makoto's assault cannons longer barrels to make them more effective as snipers.
風間と鎧はそのつもりで準備して。みんないいわね。はい。
Ma'am. I know it's an option, but it's seriously going to hinder a unit in close quarters combat.
あとね、新任連中に言っておくけど、S11 の起爆タイミング、自決が早くて爆破が遅い。自決は味方を巻き込まない。反応炉爆破は迅速に。鈴宮、理由は？自決の場合、効率よく背部にダメージを与えるため、生存機は可能な限り広範囲に分散して行うべきだからです。
Yeah, don't blow up your fucking buddies.
爆破の場合、敵反応炉の破壊が味方の生存に優先するからです。
Yes.
違う。味方の生存だけじゃない。全てに優先するのよ。反応炉の破壊が最優先。
Cool. Take out the reactor no matter what. Fucking kill everyone else. Doesn't matter. Ma'am.
最後に、みんなよくやったわ。フェーズ4ハイブの実戦モードで
Carrot stick,
反応
carrot
炉
stick.
破壊に成功したのは人類で私たちが初めてよ。はい。
Ma'am.
しかも12回の実戦突入で5回の反応炉到達という結果には自分でもかなり驚いたでしょう。
A little under 50% success ratio? Not fucking bad.
これはコーン21号作戦の結果手に入れた情報をナビゲーションに反映したおかげなのよ。 タ部のデータも敵の基本配置も全て次のコーン20号目標を完璧に再現している。敵の基本配置が分かっているからコーン21号作戦で散々悩まされた増援出現タイミングも計算できるようになったわ。
Alright, well, it's good that you're going off the plans you have, but, you know, these guys seem good enough not to get blinded to the possibility of shit happening outside of that.
つまりシミュレーションの成功率が 100% になればそれがそのまま実戦の成功に直結するってことよ。2週間以内に必ず成功率 100% にするからね。はい、
Ma'am.
コー21号作戦に参加した全将兵への感謝と敬意を忘れるな。はい、
Ma'am.
本日の訓練はここまで。
So what was the actual casualty count for fucking Operation 21st? We know, what was it? Whiskey Unit had like 50% casualty rates. Echo Unit, I think, oh god, was it like 30 something? Like, and considering the amount of people they threw at it, that can't be an insignificant amount of casualties.
解散。
Holy shit, Sumika got so much data. Our route through Target 20 was flawless. If this is what we're working with now, imagine how much detail we'll have once they're done analyzing it. Our victory over the beta is so close I can almost taste it.
やったねみんな。
Which is why it's gonna sting so much when it gets fucking yoinked away from us.
実戦モードで5回も成功するなんて本当にすごいですよ。
Yeah, I know.
最初に最下層に突入した時は緊張でドキドキしたよ。
でも暴力データに比べてベータの数が少なく感じたのは気のせいかしら。
That's probably because our maps kept adjusting to keep us on the shortest routes with the least amount of beta. We were going faster than before, and we got to the reactor before they could call in reinforcements. That's why it felt like there were less of them.
さすがだね、白金小隊長。
ああ、さすが小隊長殿だ。
What's with the flight commander thing? Nobody called me that until just now, and they announced my assignment in the morning briefing. What changed all of a sudden?
いいじゃないの小隊長。本当のこと
They
でしょ。
found a new button they can push. What the heck? You're doing it too?
何照れてるの小隊長。
そうですよ。小隊長の実力ならいつか小隊長になると思ってました。
Okay, that one was kind of forced, Tama.
玉瀬の言う通りだ。私たちの中でそなたが最初にこうなることは皆分かっていた。小隊。
Quit shoving in the end of every sentence. Fucking class rep looking smug as shit. Same with you, Makoto. Oh my god, all of you. These punks must have gotten together and decided to gang up on me, huh?
いつかなるとは思ってたけど、いきなりストームヴァンガード1っていうのは驚いたわ。
Class rep? Thanks for not being like these other jerks.
慣れない肩書きで呼ばれる違和感は私も散々味わったからね。
Ugh, right. The whole calling her class rep thing. Thank you, Lieutenant Sakaki.
やめてよ、気持ち悪い。
Yeah.
なんかもうそっちの方が違和感あるわ。
What the hell? I was just trying to set things right. Suzumiya. Is she glaring at me? I don't want to jump to conclusions here, but she's not mad that I took Haisei's call sign, is she? Or that I'm Storm Vanguard 1 now?
おめでとう白金。
Suzumiya. Oh, thank God you're not like the others.
小隊長。
No! Not you too! That's not funny, damn it!
照れない照れない。そのうち慣れるよ。
I thought we were supposed to be acting the same as always till the newbies got here.
あれ茜さんはタケルがストームヴァンガード1になったこと怒ってないの？
小隊長、汚いであります。
Yoroi-kun, you can't just say that!
怒ってるわけないでしょ。人聞き悪いな。
Huh?
でもさ、茜さんはストームヴァンガード1を狙ってたんでしょ？それに前はタケルのことをすごくライバル視してたじゃない？
I mean, we saw an extra. She's actually pretty mature about stuff like this. Like, she wasn't mad at all when fucking class rep fucking brained her with a lacrosse stick and sent her to the hospital in a fucking, like, concussion-induced coma. You know what? I think I liked you better when you were completely oblivious, Makoto.
前は前、今は今。それに白金は関係ないよ。 とにかく今はもっと先を見据えて自分自身を高めることに集中したいんだ。
あかね。
じゃないと春子たちに笑われちゃうよ。
Suzumiya. Oh, that's great. She must have worked through it yesterday. And now she can fight her own fights instead of fighting everyone else's.
そういうことだからさ。次の再編までストームヴァンガード1の座は君に預けておく。それまでしっかりやっておいてよね、小隊長。
Could you guys give it a rest already? Why are you
い
blushing?
つか必ず君に勝ってみせるよ。それまで勝ち続けて。
Yeah, yeah, we'll be your rival, whatever. Oh, you got it.
あー、お腹空いちゃったな。さっさと着替えてご飯食べようっと。
え、あかね、白金の小隊長就任祝い来るんでしょ？
Wait, celebrate my promotion? When did they decide to throw me a party over this?
ああ、そうだった。あれって何時からだっけ？
PX 空いてからだから19時ぐらい。
それまで持たないかも。でもおばちゃんの特別な振る舞いがあるんだよね。
そうですよ。今何か食べたらもったいないですよ。
我慢するしかないか。じゃあみんな後でね。お先に。
Hey, nobody told me about any party.
ああ、ごめんごめん。僕伝えるの忘れてた。
You
思
were
い出せて
improving
よ
so
かっ
much,
たよ。
Makoto. Ugh, I already found out, so it doesn't really make a difference.
午前の訓練が終わった後に風間少尉の発案で決まったんだよ。
Lieutenant Cosmo suggested it? Ah, God, she is just so sweet.
注意たちも顔を出してくださるそうだぞ。
Wow, they're showing up too? Sounds like this is going to be a pretty big shindig. But I mean, it wasn't really a promotion, technically. Don't you think it's a bit much to throw a big party in the PX? I mean, I'm only flight commander in name.
まあ、そなたの祝いでもあるが、こういうタイミングだ。いろいろな意味があるのであろう。
Oh, right. It'll also be an excuse to do some team bonding, boost morale, and try to unwind a little. That's probably why Lieutenant Hayase gave it the okay. Yeah, that's true. I guess I don't have a problem with it then. I've got to hand it to Lieutenant Kazuma. She's always thinking of the team as a whole.
じゃあ行きましょうか。19時ぐらいに PX よ。
Yeah, yeah, 7 o'clock. Yep, got it.
ではな。
遅れちゃダメですよ。
No, I won't.
じゃあね、小隊長。
小隊長。
Would you guys stop? It's almost like they're completely back to normal, and it's only been a single day. They really have gotten a lot more resilient. May and Suzumiya seemed pretty relaxed compared to yesterday, too. I think they're feeling a lot more at peace with themselves. They've all overcome so much, and gotten so much stronger in every sense of the word.
白金少尉の小隊長就任を祝しまして、乾杯。
乾杯。
Thank you so much, you guys.
さてと、お腹すいた。
You know, bigger Suzumiya, you're allowed to, like, get out of that uniform from time to time. Unless she actually isn't, because she's not a service pilot. She probably doesn't have a flight suit.
どんどん食べな。
But then again, a lot of people who aren't actually pilots still wear flight suits, depending on what their job is.
わあ、美味しいです。
本当だ。おばちゃん、何これ。
いつもと同じ材料なんだけどね。ちょっとした工夫で別の料理になるんだよ。
確かに通常の品書きにはないものばかりですね。
まあ量を作るのには向かないものばっかりなんだけどさ。今日は特別だからね。
Hell yeah! I knew she'd deliver.
おめでとうよ、タケル。その調子で頑張るんだよ。
Thanks, Mrs. Kyosuka.
さあ、どんどん持ってくるからね。残すんじゃないよ。
Mrs. Kyosuka's been pulling out all the stops for 2 days in a row now. It's gotta be hard on her. especially since she had to give all the other units the same treatment.
どうだ白金小隊長になって気分は
Lieutenant Munagata, I wanted to thank you. First Lieutenant Suzumiya told me you were the one who suggested I take this position.
ああその話か別に礼を言われることじゃないよ
I know I'm only a flight commander in name, but standard procedure would typically have you be the one taking over as Storm Vanguard 1. So I'm kind of feeling the pressure, to put it lightly.
一昨日の作戦であれだけの動きを見せつけたやつの言葉とは思えない
Look, man. Well, I wouldn't know what I would look like in battle, so...
白金謙遜も過ぎると嫌味だぞ
I'm not being modest, seriously. A01 is way stronger than any unit I've ever seen.
多分それも貴様の開発した OS のおかげだよああなるほど遠回しな自画自賛か
Yeah, play it down so that way someone else can play it up. How many times do I have to tell you? I'm definitely not any more impressive than you or Lieutenant Hayase. You guys are the ones being too modest.
冗談だよだがな貴様はもっと堂々としていてくれないとこっちが困る
How's that a problem for you?
あのなストームヴァンガード1は部隊のナンバー2だぞこと戦闘に関して言えば部隊最強の証なんだ
You gotta give off that air of being a hot shit to fucking boost everyone else's confidence.
そういう立場に立つ人間は強引だったり少々自信家のふりをするくらいでちょうどいいんだよ早瀬注意のようにな
Wait, pretend? She's trying to say Lieutenant Hayase's headstrong, confident personality is nothing more than an act?
あの人はなああ見えてとても臆病で繊細な部分を持っているんだ
Huh?
心の強さで言えば鈴宮注意の方が数段上だ見ていてわからないか
Yeah, that's for sure. She's gotta be kidding. I know Lieutenant Suzumiya is a lot stronger than she looks, but I can't imagine her being miles ahead of Lieutenant Hayase.
信じられないか
Hey man, when you got people looking up to you, you gotta fucking throw on the persona sometimes. No, not really.
だとすれば早瀬注意がそれだけ完璧にストームヴァンガード1の役割をこなしているってことだよ
Played the part? Seriously?
それだけ努力して貴様たちを安心させているって証拠だ
You really think it's all just an act to help put the rest of us at ease?
しかし本当に安心したぞ理由は何であれそなたが落ち着いているのは幸いだ
別にそこまでのもんじゃないだろ
何を言っているそなたは今や私たちの軸となる存在だその軸が揺らげば皆余計に不安になるこのような時こそそなたの存在が重要なのだ
お前がそう思ってくれるのはすごくありがたいけど俺は違うよ
それは違うそなたは自分を見損なっているぞ
見損なってない事実だよ
自分をどう評価していようが構わんがこれまでそなたが成してきた様々なことが皆にそう思わせているのだぞその結果そなたはその立場を得たのだいやおうなくその信頼に応える責任と義務があろう
俺は信頼に応えるためにやっていたわけじゃない
だが結果は同じだそれでも皆はそなたに期待する
じゃあ俺は一人の人間としての心の自由みたいなものすら許されないっていうのか
そうだ極端に言えばその通りだ
Up until Sergeant Jinguji's death, I was doing the same thing without even realizing it. But afterwards, I betrayed their expectations. I lost my cool and made all of them worry about me instead.
表面的な印象は確かに元々の性格によるところが大きいだろうだが内面は別だあの人は己の弱さを知っているから自分を厳しく律しているんだまあそういう意味では強いとも言えるか昨日の晩注意は結構酔っていただろう
I mean, she was a little tipsy, but I wouldn't say she was fucking shit-faced. Yeah?
あの人は普段酒を一滴も飲まない。いや、飲めないと言った方がいいほどなんだ。なぜ
Shuts
だ
the
と思う？
mask slit. I seem to remember you mentioning something about her always trying to drown her sorrows, even though she can't hold her alcohol. Well, you did mention that she's kind of a lightweight last night. Is that why?
違う。酒にすがりたくないからだ。
Yeah. As someone who, getting a little personal, in parts of my family, alcohol and drug abuse are pretty rampant. So, I know I'm genetically susceptible to having an addictive personality. So, I rarely drink. I don't smoke because I know it wouldn't be good for me. Especially considering, it's killed quite a few people in my family. What do you mean?
心の弱い人間にとって薬物や酒はとても甘美で危険な存在だ。
Someone without much willpower seeking comfort in drugs, huh? That sounds a lot like me back before I ran away.
ああやって心に多く抑え込んでいる人ほど逆に酒に飲まれやすく、そうなると歯止めが効かなくなる。周囲が普段酒を飲まないのは、そうなった時自分の弱さを貴様たちにさらけ出してしまうことを恐れているからだ。それは決して自分だけのためじゃない。自分のやるべきことに、周囲の要求に厳しく向き合ってるからなんだ。
I see.
あの人はこれまでそうすることによって大尉のもとナンバー2として部隊をまとめてきた。なおかつ乗り越えがたい壁として私たちの前に立ちはだかろうとしてきたんだ。
Because she wanted us to work hard enough to surpass her?
そうだ。 A01 は人員消耗率が高い。だから壁として立ちはだかり、超えようとするものを何度も跳ね返して鍛え上げるんだ。だがな、壁というのは超えるべき障害であると同時に外の環境から守ってくれる存在でもある。貴様が早瀬注意から譲り受けたのはそういうものなんだ。貴様に求められているのはそういうものなんだよ。
Yes, ma'am.
今はまだ戦闘能力だけでいい。部隊のことや死人どもを私や東子が引き受ける。だがかつて大尉に対して早瀬注意がそうしたように、貴様が早瀬注意を支えるんだ。
You got promoted to lead tank. Wait, you want me to support Lieutenant Hayase? Lieutenant Munakata, do you really think I could fill those shoes?
ああ、思うよ。
What makes you so sure?
貴様がとてもからかいやすい存在だからだ。
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
私がからかいやすい人間はこの部隊に2人だけしかいない。貴様と早瀬注意だ。
Oh, well, she does have a point there.
貴様と注意には同じような部分があるように感じる。
Me and Lieutenant Hayase? You think? Well, considering what I know about her now, I guess I can see it. I don't know. That seems like pretty shaky reasoning to me.
重要なのは私がどう思うかじゃない。貴様がやるかどうかだよ。
Well, I think I'm ready to try at least.
それはよかった。貴様に押し付けた甲斐があったってものだ。
Ugh, just when I thought we were having a serious conversation, I can never tell whether this chick's being straight with me or just messing around. I don't think this chick's ever straight. Just based on what you've told me, it doesn't sound like it's going to be an easy job. But that doesn't mean I'm going to back down from the challenge.
簡単じゃない。
Right now, I have both a long-term goal as well as a more personal short-term reason for fighting. In other words, I'm not just leaning on the idea of saving humanity. I've got other stuff I want to do after the war is over, and a more immediate concrete source of motivation as well. I'm guessing you've already heard this little spiel, but the captain told me about this study on the reason soldiers have for fighting.
ああ、知ってるよ。
That little lecture convinced me that those personal reasons are stronger than any other kind. At the very least, it definitely feels that way for me.
まあ、そうだな。
So basically, I'm trying to find a way to fight for both my own personal reasons, as well as the sake of our mission from here on out. I know that's pretty basic stuff, but I have to admit that I only just arrived at that realization recently. However, based on what you've just told me about Lieutenant Hayase, it sounds like I need to start being a lot more conscious of how others view me as well. I know I shouldn't let my personal motivations for fighting have any effect on my ability to carry out the responsibilities of my position. But to be completely honest, once I finally found my own selfish reason for fighting, everything did start to feel a lot more bearable. But now, right after discovering a way to cope with the weight of our mission and everyone's expectations of me, I've had a new, unfamiliar burden placed on my shoulders. It's going to be tough adjusting to that, I think. But it's just something I have to do.
頼もしいな。
You really mean that? Coming from Lieutenant Munakata, it's hard to tell if that's a joke or not. I can't imagine anything I just said was that impressive. Well, just the fact that you've thought it through that much and just kind of like worked it out, it's like, okay, yeah, he's at least aware of like his situation.
貴様は次の段階に進んだんだ。
What do you mean?
貴様はついこの間、やっと事故を確立したんだ。つまり、やっと精神的に独り立ちできた段階というわけだ。
You've won the battle within, man. Now you can win the battle without.
貴様の不安はよくわかるよ。だが、人間の成長には終わりはないし、完成することもない。
Damn, that's pretty fucking deep, Lieutenant.
だから今の貴様のように同じことを繰り返しているように思える時がこの先何度もあるはずだ。だが事故が確立している者は同じようなことを繰り返していても確実に成長し次の段階へと進んでいく。だが事故が確立していない者は本当に同じことを繰り返し全く前進しない。
Damn, it's almost like it's a metaphor for being stuck in a time loop.
自分のこともまともにできない者に責任を持って他人の面倒を見ることはできないだろう。
Right.
事故が確立できていない者には公の要求に応える責任を負う立場に立つ資格はないんだよ。神宮寺軍曹やいすみ大尉、そして早瀬中尉のような立場になることは許されないんだ。だが貴様は事故を確立したんだ。早瀬中尉のように感情を押し殺し存分に悩み苦しめばいい。その苦しみは必ず貴様をさらなる高みへ導くだろう。そこに向かって進めばいい。
But what do I do if I feel like I'm straying down the wrong path?
その時大切なのは自分を理解してくれる人間だよ。
Yeah, have those little insecurities and they're fucking nipping at your heels, but if you ever feel like they're gonna fucking jump on your back and rip your throat out, you're allowed to have like confidants you can turn to be like, okay, I'm gonna be like 100% real mask off with you here. Like, I'm fucked up, bro. Now that's fine too. So like a parent or a comrade or a friend.
貴様を理解してさえいれば誰でもいい。付き合いの長さや深さ、年齢性別は一切関係ない。貴様の弱音に耳を傾け、必要な時に苦言を呈し、道を誤れば躊躇なく殴り倒してくれるような人間であれば誰でもいいんだ。
Sort of like First Lieutenant Suzumiya does for Lieutenant Hayase?
そうだな。尊い存在というべきか。
If there's anyone in this world who fits that description for me, it's Maya. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but I don't want to say it and then him say someone else and be like, oops. She's always been there to show me the right way forward. But even if I had someone like that, without a basic understanding of myself, it probably wouldn't do me much good.
まあそうだが、早瀬中尉だって貴様を認めたんだ。それで十分だろう。
Well, like I said before, I'm gonna try my hardest and let the chips fall where they may.
だったら振りでもいいからもっと堂々としていろ。形から入ることも時には必要だぞ。
Fake it till you make it, son. I get what you're saying, but I also really don't want to start waltzing around like I own the place all of a sudden, you know? Hey man, if you show confidence, even if you have no idea what the fuck you're doing, no one's gonna doubt you. Like, this is something I learned when I was an air traffic controller. Like, shit gets fucked sometimes upstairs in the tower. Like, you're just fucking making decisions, fucking shooting from the hip, like, fucking sweating. You have, like, 3 people looking at the scope, fucking trying to help you figure some shit out. You got the supervisor on the desk, like, calling the fucking airspaces next to you to get extensions so you don't fucking bust airspace and lose your ratings. But as long as on the radio, you're giving, like, fucking calm, concise instructions to the pilots, even if they're, like, back-to-back, like, quick things, they're not gonna doubt you for a second. They're gonna be like, okay, there's some stuff going on, but this guy's got it all under control, even if you fucking don't. You know, don't let the mask slip. Be that impervious wall of strength. I mean, particularly everyone in this unit's seen me make a fool of myself more than once, so...
気恥ずかしいのは最初の数日だけだ。
Yeah, practically.
そのうち慣れる。
Yeah, you sure about that?
ああ、そうなればいつの間にかその気になって逆に楽になってくるぞ。
100%. Are you speaking from personal experience here? Maybe? Most likely, yeah, because if you're able to fucking just slip into that mode, it's just like everything just clicks and you're like, ba 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 ba. You got shit. You can get it done, son. First Lieutenant Suzumiya did say Lieutenant Munakata is only pretending to be a weirdo for the sake of the man she loves.
言うようになったじゃないか。
What can I say? I learned from the best.
珍しい組み合わせね。何の悪巧み？違いますよ。白金が頼もしいことを言ってくれたので感心して聞いていたんです。
Oh, come on. Now you're just exaggerating.
へえ、どんなこと？あいつは背伸びしすぎだから、俺がちゃんと見てやらないと壊れちまう。周囲の酒癖の悪さを見て、そう思ったそうです。あ、なんですって？
And there she goes. It's not true. It's just another one of Lieutenant Munakata's... Where the hell did she go? Oh, man, it's always the same story with her. Shouldn't have let my guard down just because we had a serious conversation for once.
あれ？美月もう行っちゃったんだ。
Yep, she's off chasing Munakata again. Man, seeing Lieutenant Suzumiya and Kazuma at the same time is so soothing. It makes you think there might still be hope for this world after all. Okay, bud.
おめでとう、白金少尉。あら、ごめんなさい。白金小隊長とお呼びするべきかしら。
Yeah, no, I'd prefer it if you didn't.
そう、わかったわ。それにしてもごめんなさいね。あなたの就任を口実にしてしまって。
Hey man, we need all the fucking parties we can get right now. Hey, don't worry about it. I think everybody needed a little celebration right about now. Besides, I wasn't expecting you guys to throw a party for my promotion to begin with. I'm genuinely flattered.
まあ、そう言ってもらえると私も嬉しいわ。
こうやってワイワイやるのは久しぶりだもんね。みんな本当に楽しそうだし、やってよかったと思うよ。
鈴宮中尉、ありがとうございます。
In the previous timeline, I threw a Christmas party for our squad when our spirits were down, didn't I? I wouldn't be able to do something like that again. I'm not as oblivious as I used to be, and I've got too much else on my mind. But Lieutenant Kazuma clearly has a lot more... Lieutenant Kazuma's apostrophe S to denote fucking action. Lieutenant Kazuma's clearly a lot more mature than I am. There we go. Ooh, English. And she managed to come up with the... oh man. Come up with this idea and make it happen, despite everything else she had to deal with. That's honestly pretty amazing. Based on what Lieutenant Munakata was saying, I might be able to do something similar again once I've traveled a little farther down my own path of personal growth. I guess that kind of proves that just because I've gotten more mature, it doesn't mean that everything I did before was wrong, exactly. With every step forward, your perspective on your past actions changes a little. Now I get what she meant about how people never stop maturing. Wise words indeed.
どうしたの、白金少尉？深刻な顔をして。
何か考え事？
Oh, no, don't mind me. I really need to work on that habit of letting my feelings show. Hey, I got on my case about it once, too. Just that I had my first real heart-to-heart with Lieutenant Munakata earlier, and I'm still kind of trying to process what she told me.
なんか入っていきにくいぐらいの雰囲気だったよね。
私も早くお祝いを言いたかったのだけれど、あなた方のお話の邪魔をしてしまいそうで遠慮していたのよ。
Oh, sorry about that.
ミサエさんのお話はどうだった？何かの参考になった？
Yeah, I'm glad we talked. I have a lot more I want to ask her now.
そう、それは良かったわね。
According to Lieutenant Hayase, Aimine, and Makoto... Wait, what? Okay, that comma there threw me off. According to Lieutenant Hayase, Aimine and Makoto have been talking to Lieutenant Munakata about their problems for a while. Now I can see why they matured so quickly. I'm actually kind of jealous. Well, I wouldn't have had the chance to speak with her if it weren't for you guys giving us this opportunity.
そうだとしたら、この機会を持った甲斐はあったわね。
こういうきっかけがないと忙しさを理由にしてしまってなかなかそういうことできないもんね。
Yeah, no kidding. I really regret that I didn't get to talk to the captain as much as I wanted to. So from now on, I want to talk with everyone whenever I get the chance, so that I'll never have to feel that way again. There's no guarantee that anyone, or anything, will still be here when tomorrow comes. I know that much should go without saying by now, but for some reason, I keep having to remind myself.
福祉連、来てくださったんだわ。
What's up, Teach? Huh? You guys invited Yugo-sensei too? I don't think so. I think she just showed up. Sumika! Oh man, is she about to announce Sumika's assignment? I mean, why else would she have brought her out here?
気をつけ！
早瀬、そういうのやめてよ。
すみません、お話が始まるとのことでしたので。
まあいいわ。みんな、ちょっと聞いてちょうだい。A01 中隊の補充要員を紹介するわ。
鏡澄香少尉、ただいまをもって着任します。
Yeah, they know.
白金が私の特殊任務に従事している。
Good old Osanana Jimi!
この子もその一員なの。白金同様、今後も私の任務と兼任だからちょくちょくいなくなるけど気にしないで。って言われても気になってしょうがないと思うから教えるけど。
Oh, you gonna spill all the beans? Wait, Sensei, you're not about to tell them, are you? You can't just...
鏡はね、XG70 の英士として養成されていたのよ。
Dude, is she really about to spill all the beans here? Well, no one else knows the particular details about the fucking XG70's, like, how to pilot it, so it's not that big a deal. Just literally that she's a test pilot.
で投入した無人機があんなことになったでしょ。
Oh,
や
nice
っぱり
fucking
人間が
cover!
操縦しないとダメだってことになってね。
You were fucking like an eel. Just right out of your hands.
事前作で養成されていた鏡が次の作戦に投入される改良型を
Man,
操
eel
縦
is
する
so
ことに
good.
なったのよ。
Like grilled eel, not like the fucking British where they put their eel in jelly for some reason. That's fucking vile. But like just regular eel, catching it, you know, a little bit of seasoning. Tss. Ooh, that's the good stuff.
そうなるとあんたたちとの連携が不可欠だから今日から訓練に参加させることにしたの。
So that's how she's spinning it. That would explain the autonomy of this, I guess. And it doesn't contradict anything I told them prior to Operation 21st either.
つい最近まで大きな病気を患ってたからちょっと体調が安定しないんだけど操縦の腕は一流よ。まあ人類存亡の危機だから病人であろうが何であろうが才能のある人間はこうして駆り出されるってことね。
Yeah, and maybe it's even for the best if they have a couple screws loose. Okay, I guess that gives her a good alibi for a lot of stuff that might raise suspicions otherwise. Like when she had to disappear for several hours to get her ODL purified, for example.
今更だけどヤシロも同じ任務に従事しているから一緒に行動する機会も多くなってくると思うわ。ヤシロも鏡も舞台での面倒は基本的に白金に見させるけどあんたたちにもお願いしておくわ。もろもろよろしくね。
はい。
現在 XG70 は24時間体制で組み立て中だから実機訓練への参加は早くても4日後になるわ。
It's only gonna take you 4 days to get a new one fucking slapped together? That's impressive.
それまではシミュレーター訓練で連携の確認をしておいてちょうだい。
は。
データの更新は済んでいるから明日からでも始められるわ。
了解しました。
以上よ。鏡は残していくから城がね。
Yeah, yeah, we'll do
あとは
introductions
頼
and
ん
all
だわ
that.
よ。
More personal ones. Yes, ma'am. So she's in the unit now, huh? Guess it means Yuka Sensei thinks she's stable enough to handle it, but
あ、そうそう。一つ忘れてたわ。城がね、
yes?
形ばかりの小隊長就任おめでとう。
Thank you very much.
それだけよ。じゃあね。
白金、ちょっと来い。
Sure thing. What's up?
通常の入隊歓迎をしたいところなんだけど、鏡の立場は特殊すぎるから必要ないって副司令がおっしゃったのよ。
Well, yeah, I can see why she might say that. After all, the real reason she's here isn't to fight alongside us.
悪いんだけど、一人一人紹介して回ってやってくれない？
Yeah, no problem. I know her better than you do, so it's probably better this way anyhow.
私と宗像はこの会が始まる前に紹介されているから大丈夫よ。
I got it.
じゃあ、あとはよろしく。鏡もいいわね。
はい。
Got that fucking first day of school vibe going on. Sumika definitely seems a lot more composed now. That childish innocence she used to have before Operation 21st seems to have all but disappeared. In fact, she's so calm and collected, it almost feels out of character. Alright, let's go. Time for some introductions. Don't freak out when you see Maya. This is First Lieutenant Suzumiya Haruka, who's in charge of our unit from the command post, and our main blast guard, Second Lieutenant Kazuma Toko.
よろしくお願いします。よろしくね。
よろしく鏡少尉。
These two are the picture of kindness and virtue. They're practically angels.
善の存在？
Those two you met earlier, they might be strong, but their hearts are full of darkness. If you work with them, your chaos frame will go down, so be on your guard.
カオスフレーム？
Yeah, whoosh, you're fucking whooshing me, bud. It's an inside joke.
意味はわからないけど、悪意はちゃんと伝わるから、美月や宗像注意に聞かれないようにね。
What? But I didn't even say who I was talking about. Are you a mind reader too? No, context clues, bud. Context clues.
白金少尉がそうやってからかうのはあの二人ぐらいでしょ？
Oh, right.
鏡少尉、わからないことや困ったことがあったら遠慮しないでいつでもいらっしゃいね。
白金少尉が面倒を見るって言っても、女の子同士じゃないと相談できないこともあるからね。はい、ありがとうございます。
Oh, this is awesome. She's having a totally normal conversation. Does this mean she's fully stabilized now? I'm sure you guys will have a lot to talk about, so thanks in advance.
お互い頑張りましょう。
Alright, next up, let's introduce you to everyone from my graduating class.
うん。
I'm nervous about this part, honestly. Yeah, how much memories does she have of all of them? Sumika went crazy when she saw that image of me and Maya. God knows what might happen when they meet face to face. I mean, I'm sure Sensei wouldn't have brought her out here if there was any real danger, but still. You fucking hussy! This is Second Lieutenant Suzumiya Akane. She's the same age as us, but got promoted a little before we did. She's the First Lieutenant Suzumiya's younger sister.
よろしくお願いします。
よろしく。半年も違わないんだから、専任とか気にしないで。
This girl is a real firecracker, but she's pretty sweet once you get to know her. Just don't get on her bad side.
うるさいな。そんなことないから信じちゃダメだよ。
Yeah, yeah, moving on.
ほら。
Yeah, you're not a real character. Goodbye. And this is Second Lieutenant Yoroi Makoto.
よろしくお願いします。
よろしくね。
Her brain works on its own wavelength, so I wouldn't bother trying to comprehend her. Save yourself the headache.
ひどいな。
Literally, the images you get won't make any sense. Huh? That's not the kind of reaction I'd expect from her. Makoto's not the type to clam up around new people. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. She's a little eccentric, yeah, but she's also incredibly kind and supportive. She even saved my life once. Yeah, quote unquote saved your life from that totally non-venomous snake that bit your dick. But she did take care of you when you got that cold and were dehydrated and fucking dying in the jungle, so that was pretty cool of you. When I thought I'd been bitten by a venomous snake and almost went into shock, she administered first aid and took care of me without a single word of, "Don't show it, don't show it, don't show it! Fuck you! Fuck you!" You know what? I scavenged the fucking video like crazy yesterday because it went so long. I'm gonna get up, get my pencils from my pocket, and yeah. Keep a time code list. And if you're wondering why I said I had to get up to get something from my pocket, it's because my notebook with all my pens and pencils is in my work pants. I have a very nice mechanical pencil. It's a, what's it called? Faber-Castell. It was like a $22 pencil. It's like pretty fucking good. It's like, I think it can take 0.9 and 1 millimeter graphite. So if you have a heavy hand like me when you write, it won't just fucking shatter and it lasts for a while. Let's see. That was like 45, 50, I'll say. I'll know to look around there. Now, if you're a veteran of the channel, this will sound very familiar to you because I had to do all this shit during the fucking end of Unlimited with all the H scenes, but now that those are all gone, no one else will ever get to hear me bitch about time codes. Ah, it happened again! I got another one of those weird visions. Oh, what the hell, dude? That last one looked like after I got commissioned, too. How was that possible? Oh god, did Sumika see that? Maybe. Oh, thank goodness. She seems fine. Looks like those reading inhibitors Sensei made are working just fine. Nope, I don't think so, bud. Okay, next up is Second Lieutenant Tamase Miki. I call her Tama for short. Despite that cutesy exterior, this girl's an expert sniper. She never misses a single shot. Yeah, statistically improbable, bud. Not only does she have amazing skills, she's a real tough cookie with a heart of gold. Oh, hardly, dude. You were brave enough to shoot down an HSST falling at supersonic speeds from beyond the horizon, and tender enough to nurse those flowers back to health. You deserve plenty of praise, trust me. Even if you did cry over those flowers a little too... Hey, there we go. Ooh, we even got some of the scenes from Extra there. Interesting. Very interesting. Man, it was fucking wild in Extra how he's like, I want to take things slow, and then proceeded to just like fuck Tama in the archery range. That was pretty wild. Extra definitely seemed like one of those games where they wrote the story and they're like, fuck, we gotta just fucking slap the H scenes in somewhere. So there we go. That's good enough. Oh, what the hell is going on? I've never had so many of these images flash in my mind in such quick succession. And what the heck was that last one? Was that from my world? It definitely didn't feel like it came from this one. Anyway, all I'm saying is, the girl's got skills. I have no idea what's going on, but hot damn, Sensei couldn't have had better timing with those inhibitors. If she hadn't put a dampener on Sumika's mind reading, we'd be in seriously deep deep shit here. I guess you can use seriously there, but most people just say serious deep shit. No, seriously, that makes more sense. What am I talking about? Don't listen to me, I don't fucking speak English. I'd better get these introductions over with ASAP. Okay, next up are Second Lieutenants Aimine Kei, Sakaki Chizuru, and Mitsurugi Meiya. So we're gonna get ba. Fucking Dempsey rolled with H scenes.
よろしくお願いします。三剣メイヤだ。以後見知りおくがよい。
Aimine is a pro at close quarters combat. I know she seems quiet and antisocial, but she's actually pretty funny once you get to know her. See, what'd I tell you? Okay, I really hope you're not giving Sumika any ideas. I mean, I'm sure Aimine doesn't know any better, but still. I should probably just change the subject. Yep, deflect. she's also one of those weird free spirit types. She has major issues with authority, despite being a soldier. Hey man, I'm literally the same way. I'll fucking wear my hair out of rags because I'm too lazy to go to the bar and be like, it's my rebel soul, man! That's why she's always fighting with Second Lieutenant Sakaki. They've actually got a lot in common, but every time one of them says something, it's like the other one has to chime in and disagree.
ちょっと城がね。
一緒にするな。すごく心外。
See, what we just say? You want to talk offensive? Your little feud nearly caused the whole squad to fail last time around. Back when we were in the training academy, I got paired with the two of them for our first mock bat. Hey, there we go. Look at all those fucking scenes. 37. Well, they all get the little blush, so I think we're all just sharing telepathic experience here. I'm getting images of both of them now? Seriously, what is all this? I'm so confused. Actually, never mind. Let's just move on. Something's going on here. This is totally different from before. There's no way these are all just fantasies. Lieutenant Sakaki is super aggressive and tries to act like she's bulletproof, but she's actually got a sentimental girly side to her too. What's going on, dude? What's triggering these? Is it because I'm introducing them to her?
やめてよさっきから。そういう紹介の仕方。初対面の人が変な印象を持ったらどうするのよ。
I know, I'm just kidding. She may come off as abrasive, but she has a strong sense of responsibility and cares deeply about all her friends.
何よ今度は持ち上げちゃって。君が悪いわ。
Nothing happened this time, so I guess it doesn't have anything to do with giving my honest opinions of them. Is the trigger even more specific than that? Okay, let's try to work off that image from earlier. So, that's why she's always butting heads with Aimine at the worst possible moments, and putting me in precarious... Hey, there we go. Man, that shower each scene was, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty fucking hot with Class Rep. Like, it was like, oh man, fucking raw passion. There we go. I knew it. They come up when there's another, more concrete memory that seems tangentially related. That's gotta be it. So does that mean I'm getting memories from other worlds the same way everyone in my world was losing theirs? Last up is Maya. We'll just have to see what happens. Second Lieutenant Mitsuru Maya is an upstanding, honest woman who is just as strict with herself as she is with others. I don't think there's a single one of us who deny any of that, or how amazing she is. Okay, something more specific. Should I try to call forth that vision I had before? The last time this happened, I was thinking of Mount Tengen erupting when I saw us in that dark cockpit. Maybe I should talk about that. If you recall the emergency volcano evacuation from a couple months ago, Maya was pretty sympathetic to the citizens who were being forcefully relocated. She gave me a lot of flack when I tried to downplay it. Huh? Nothing happened this time. Maybe I should press a little further. Dude, you're being weird. If Maya had been on that rescue team, I guarantee she would have disobeyed her orders and risked her life. What? Yeah, there we go. To save them. Oh, that proves it. These are all my own latent memories. I probably inherited them from alternate versions of myself who lived in all the other possible timelines. And they're all coming to me by the same process that made everyone lose their memories over in the other world.
どうしたのシロがね。ぼーっとしちゃって。
Huh?
紹介が終わったんだったらもういいでしょ。
Mind what?
女の子同士で親睦を深めるんだよ。
Oh, okay, sure thing.
じゃあ行こうかがみ。お腹空いてない？あ、大丈夫です。
Yeah, we're kind of joined at the hip.
同い年なんだから普通に喋ろうよ。ね？ありがとう。お腹空いてないんだったら何か飲みませんか？
じゃあ僕取ってきてあげるよ。何がいい？だったら一緒に行って PX の利用の仕方を教えてあげましょうよ。
そうだな、調理中だとは思うが京塚総長にも紹介するべきであろう。
そうだね。これから利用することも多くなるだろうし。
じゃあ一緒に行こうね、鏡さん。
PX はね、本当は売店のことなんだけど、食堂にあるからそれをひっくるめて食堂を PX って呼んでるんだよ。
さすがにそこから教える必要はないんじゃないの？
Good old post exchange. I really don't think it's all that strange that I got together with these guys and some of the other possible worlds out there. They're all great people, so I'm not surprised I might have fallen for them in some other life. But in this one, I love Sumika more than anything. I couldn't even imagine being with anyone else. Of that much, I'm positive. Now more than ever. But I should still talk to Yuko-sensei about it, just in case. So, it seems like they get triggered whenever there's some sort of correlation in my existing memories.
あんたの妄想じゃないって確信は。
It's like when you know Wikipedia article and something comes up and it's hyperlinked to another one. Yeah, and I'm just throwing this out there, but I think they're memories of things I went through in some parallel universes.
その根拠は？
Well, I've actually got a little theory of my own.
へえ、白金流因果律量子論ってわけね。面白いわね。
Okay, so remember how you said how this world is supposed to be branching off into various possible timelines, but it's stuck in an infinite loop because of me? And that I kept looping back to October 22nd each time I die because something in this world has turned me into a causality conductor?
それを言ったのはあっちの世界の私ね。もちろん私にも流れ込んできた記憶はあるけど、念のため。
Yeah, it's gotta be weird, like having memories that aren't your own, and you gotta be really think like, was that me or was that the other me? Ah, come on, little stuff like that doesn't really matter right now. But there are plenty of other worlds that exist parallel to this one, but aren't closed off, right? Ones in which there are other versions of me, like how there was another me in the other world when I ran away.
そうね。
I think that the visions I've been having are actually memories from those other worlds that have leaked over, not just plain old fantasies. And since I lose a huge chunk of my memories whenever I loop back in time or transfer between worlds, doesn't that mean I'm being affected by the causality conductor too? My guess is that by calling forth what memories I do have, I'm opening the door for heavier causality information from other worlds to flow over here and fill in the gaps. In this world, I'm not dating any of them, and obviously, I'm not having any physical relationships with them either. So all that heavier causality information of me being in a physical relationship is trying to overwrite the fact that I'm not in one. But since I can't imagine being with anyone other than Sumika, and I'm the conductor, that causality and information can establish correlation with my other memories, so it just leaves these vivid images instead. And I've just been carrying around these images without even realizing it, just like you said was happening to you. But when I recall something specific that's tangentially related to one of them, like I did back on Sadokishima, the causality conductor is able to establish correlation, and the images flash into my mind. That's my theory, anyway. What do you think?
理論にとらわれない大胆な発想だけど、因果と因果情報としての記憶を同列に扱っていることが問題ね。閉じたこの世界だけで因果情報のやり取りが行われる理由も弱いわ。同じ時間がループしているこの世界単独では世界観の主従関係が成立しないはずでしょ。時間がループしている問題と世界が確率分岐する現象は全く別の問題ですね。気持ちはわかるけど、都合の悪い部分の原因をすべて因果動態に求めるなら、そこまで小難しく考える必要はないでしょ。
She's got a point. My whole theory is basically just an attempt to explain this all away in the simplest way possible. Ah, damn it. And I thought I was onto something too. It seemed like a pretty plausible theory to me.
まあそれでも素人なりによく考えたわよ。記憶の流入、特にイメージの関連付けの部分に関してはいい線いってるんじゃない？
Yeah, but I already knew how that worked with respect to memory loss. All I really did was flip the logic around.
まあ 未知の現象に何がしかの理由をつけて安心したいって気持ちは理解できるわ。
Yeah, once you learn a new formula, you want to use it for fucking everything. Alright. That's a big part of why I've been giving it so much thought.
あんたが恐れているのは、そのイ
When
メ
you
ー
have a
ジが
hammer,
同一
everything
の
looks like a
存在
nail.
としてループしている白金自身の記憶であることでしょ。別の確率世界の別の自分の記憶であってほしい。そういう願望がある。元の世界だかあっちの世界だか、とにかく鏡住処という存在に対して低血であろうとする意識の過剰反応なのよ。仮に前のこの世界での記憶だったとして、あんたの言っていた妄想と何が違うっていうの？誰もそれを気にしていないし、あんたも私も誰一人としてそれが事実だったってことは証明できない
Yep,
のよ。
thought crimes aren't illegal yet.
今あんたは鏡のことしか考えてないんでしょ。
Alright.
だとしたらあんた以外誰も気にしていない問題の真相を究明すること自体に何の意味があるのかしら。
But if they are real, wouldn't Sumika be able to tell?
例のリボンの仕掛けは正常に機能してたはずよ。こっちのモニターでも異常は見られなかったしね。
Yeah, you're right. She would have freaked out about it otherwise. And way worse than she did before.
絶
Yeah,
対と
just
は
going
言えない
boom,
わ
boom,
け
boom,
で
boom,
効
boom.
果のある対策が存在する
Going by the time codes I've run out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, have it in 5 times in like a minute, yeah. When you put it that way, I guess you're probably right.
メカニズムが解明できたところで記憶の再現自体を止めることはできないんだし、今対処すべき問題じゃないわ。
Yeah, it's just kind of an inconvenience. Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be so preoccupied with this.
あんたの見たイメージが全て事実だったとしても、私だったらこう考えるわ。今回は鏡を選んだからこそ自分は歴史を変えることに成功したんだ。だから鏡を選んでよかったってね。
That definitely puts a more positive spin on it. Well said, Sensei.
昔別の女と付き合っていたことを浮気だと思われたらどうしようってビクビクしてるのが今のあんたよ。
Okay, I get it already. We won't have to keep talking about it.
そう？じゃあこっちの話していい？来るそうそう、あんたは卑猥な記憶の話に夢中だったからね。
I said I get it already.
あんたがそのイメージを見た後、実際の鏡の様子はどうだった？
I mean, she had little reactions, but yeah, I was pretty floored, honestly. It's like she's a completely different person from the girl I knew before the operation.
それで？
She was normal in every way. The way she presented herself, the way she responded to people, it even felt like she was kind of shy and nervous about the whole thing.
榊たちとはどんな様子だった？
Things were pretty awkward between them at first, but that evened out over time. Obviously, they're still not best friends or anything, but for a first meeting, I said they did just fine. And hey, I'll settle for fine over total disaster.
じゃあ三剣を見ても特に気になった変化はなかったのね。
She didn't really say anything. Nope. I was pretty worried about you bringing her in so soon, given her little episode yesterday, but I guess it all turned out okay.
そう。あんたが安心させたおかげね。
Oh God. I'm fine. But didn't you say it might cause problems to have her powers restricted out of the blue? I mean, wouldn't that kind of feel like going deaf or blind overnight?
昨日あんたが安心させて寝かしつけた後、目覚める前に処置したことが幸いしたわ。
What do you mean? Not even letting her notice?
前兆としては作戦前日ぐらいからあったんだけど、彼女状態が急速に安定に向かっているのよ。
Now that she mentions it, Sumika was acting pretty naturally when she came to the hangar that one time. I guess that's why.
実際昨日目覚めた時には思考力も認識力も今までと比較にならないほど
Hot damn.
高まっていたわ。私の話を普通に聞いて理解し、そのことについて自分の意見を言えるほどにね。
Huh?
数値で判断する限り人間、つまり 脳だけにされる前の鏡スミカとほぼ同じになったと言ってもいいくらいよ。
Cool, let's ask this super powerful quantum parallel computing device what its opinion is on the Israel-Palestine conflict. Really?
本当よ。彼女は今自分の状態、立場、どうして00ユニットになったのか全てを理解しているのよ。
Well, that's good. And she's not freaking out about that?
例のクリスマスプレゼントの効果かしらね。
So Sumika's basically human now?
そうよ。そして普通の人間にとって人の心が見えないなんて当たり前。むしろその方が自然でしょ。
Yeah, good point.
彼女の人格精神ともに今日は昨日よりもさらに安定している。数値の伸び幅は倍以上よ。これはリーディング制限の効果だと推測できるわ。
Cool. So now does she have to like take off her ribbon to release her limiters and go full power? What do you mean?
今言ったことよ。リーディング制限でより人間に近い能力になったことで精神的な負荷が軽減されたんじゃないかしらね。彼女自身があのリボンを取りたがらないのはそれが分かってるからじゃないの？
I guess. So it's not just because she considers the ribbon a part of her identity then?
任務は仕方ないとして日常生活では人の心なんて見えない方が精神衛生上好ましいわ。
Yeah, knowing how it affects Kazumi, I definitely agree.
ただし恋心は別。昨日も言ったけど見えてたものが見えなくなるのは不安なものよ。だから今日配属したの。
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
昨日と今日では全ての状況が劇的に変化したのよ。配属の理由も意図ももっと積極的なものに変わっているわ。
What do you mean by proactive?
配属によって鏡の社会性が回復していけば数日以内に正常な人間と全く同じレベルになるはずなのよ。安定だなんだと私たちが大喜びしている今の状態でさえ大したことなかったと思えるぐらいにね。
Wow, that's amazing, Sumika. You're doing so well. You've been through so much pain and suffering in your life, but you're still doing everything you can to overcome it. Pretty motivational. I'm seriously in awe. You're so strong, Sumika.
御剣と鏡の個人的な人間関係が構築され、御剣をより深く知っていけば、問題のイメージが非現実であることなんて簡単に理解できるはずよ。
Oh, now I get it. Yeah, that makes total sense. It's easy to be wary and paranoid about people you don't know very well, but the more you get to know them, the more you learn to trust them. I understand that better than ever after my time in this world. But wait, she's seen images of the other selves in my memories, hasn't she? And in the ones she's got from Kazumi?
そうね。
So would it make sense for her to have images of Mei and the others as well?
ある意味、そのおかげで今は平行を保っているみたいね。元の世界とやらではあの二人、よほどいい関係だったよね。
Well...
私はタケルのことが好きだ。
タケルちゃんのことが好きだよ。
Oh yeah, we did eavesdrop on that by accident. Oh yeah, and Yuka Sensei's over here getting fucking shit-faced in the bath.
さっぱりしてるよ。
そうか。私はあまり変わらない。
それが三剣さんらしいところだと思う。強いんだね。
褒め言葉と受け取っておこう。
でもな、三剣さんにも言われちゃったから、やっぱり差は縮まんないのかな。
どういうことだ？
タケルちゃんは私のことを幼なじみとしか見てないから、三剣さんにはかなわないよ。
何を言う？タケルとそなたの間には何も壁がない。私はそれが何より羨ましい。
ごめんね、三剣さん。私、自分のためにこんな話、嫌な女だよ。
数ヶ月前の私ならば、その言葉の意味は理解できなかったであろう。そして問い詰めようとして避けられるのだ。
三剣さん？
それが庶民と私たちの差なのだと呆れ顔で諦められるのだ。私はタケルとの絆を絶対であると信じていた。だからタケルの周りにどんな女子がいようと そなたが抱きつこうと、そなたたちは眼中になかったのだ。いわば空気のようなものだ。ところがそなたたちと暮らし、学園で靴輪を並べ過ごしていくうちに、私はとんでもない間違いを犯していることに気づいたのだ。私の信じていた絶対的な運命など何の足しにもならない他力本願の甘えに過ぎないことを。
みつるぎさん、
いつぞや光月教員にご指摘いただいた時は恥ずかしながらわからなかったのだが、実体のないものに寄りかかって慢心していたのだ。
The power of being ultra wealthy
それに気づかせてくれたのは
fucks with your mind. You ever see those videos of like when they're like, "Hey, Bill Gates, how much does this box of Twinkies cost?" And he's like, ooh, $35? And it's like, bruh. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, Maya, but you're pretty out of touch.
そなたと私は似た者同士だな。だから今はそなたの気持ちわかるぞ。皮肉なものだ。タケルがいなければそなたと出会うこともなかったであろう。だがタケルのことさえなければ、私とそなたは親友というものになれたのかもしれぬな。
私もそう思う。
礼を言うのは私の方だ。そなたたちに出会えてよかった。私は三剣の中でも特に恵まれた人間であろうな。
褒めても何も出ないよ。
褒めたわけではないから必要ない。
私、みつるぎさんに負けないから。
私とて譲るつもりはない。そこで一つ提案があるんだ。
何？
Man, this is one long
そなたは
flashback.
もう空気ではない。対等に競い合う者としてそなたの名前で呼びたいのだ。そしてできればそなたにも私を名前で呼んでほしい。嫌か。
Man, it's gonna be wild when when alternative the anime airs. All the anime onlys are gonna be like, huh? What's happening? What's going on? I don't understand. Like, damn, bro, that's what you get for fucking hopping in on the third installment.
どっちが勝っても恨みっこなしだよ。
It's like people who fucking skipped fucking Stardust Crusaders instead of reading Phantom Blood and Battle Tendency. Not real fans.
しかしそなたは自信家だな。二人とも受け入れられぬ場合を考慮しておらん。
I actually have the hardcover versions of parts 1 through 3 of JoJo on my shelf behind me. I think they're really nice, but I actually prefer, the go online and get the colored versions, because man, fucking JoJo colored, it's fucking nice. It's nice, bro. I actually need to finish reading part 4. I started it, got fucking The Bad Company, finished that a little bit, and then I stopped for some reason. She's right. After the sports festival, we went to the hot springs, and they opened up to each other. Interesting. I guess that would explain it. Yeah.
思い当たる節があるみたいね。
I kind of did, actually. I just had a sudden flashback of something that happened back in my world. Something I'd totally forgotten about until just now. If that memory was from my world, then that has to mean it's one of my own, right?
へえ、最近多いわね、そういうの。
Hard to say, because if I remember right, at the beginning of Extra, I always get it mixed up. Alternative? No, this is Alternative. Unlimited, there's only 3 of them, and I got another third one. It seemed like he disappeared, like... Oh god, was it after putting fucking skunky, drunky Marimo to sleep, and then he just fucking whooshed over here? I would have to relook at the beginning of Unlimited. Which I'm pretty sure was before that big epiphany. The 2 of them were rivals for my attention, but they were on very friendly terms and tried to compete on a totally level playing field.
抜け駆けや足の引っ張り合いをするような陰湿な争いではないのね。
No. No, I think they both fought pretty fair. though it doesn't feel right for me to judge, really.
なるほどね。墜落事故より後に論理的な思考が回復して、そういう関係の印象で自制できるようになってきたってことか。あとはこの世界の本人たちとの関係ができて、あんたが鏡のそばにいれば何の問題もなくなりそうね。
Well, they may have been pretty taken with me back in my world, for whatever reason. But she doesn't seem all that interested in me here, so it shouldn't be a problem.
やけに鮮明じゃない、その辺の記憶。
Yeah, we had some big childhood promise. Actually, I only remembered it just now, but the memory was so vivid that I could recall the conversation perfectly, almost like I was really there. We were all on this trip to these hot springs, you see.
なんだ、残念。
What is?
あんたのいやらしいイメージのフラッシュバックと何か関連があると思ったけど、完全に別物ね。
How so?
片やイメージのみ、片や空気感や会話まで克明に思い出した。これを同列に考える方がおかしいわ。
Yeah, I guess you're right. For some reason, I'm fairly confident that last one was my own memory, so those images worked the same way. If those images worked the same way, I should have been able to remember the conversations and feelings we had while making love. Which means those images are actually pretty distinguishable from memories of my own experiences. But if that's the case, then how different are Sumika's inherent memories from the ones she's been receiving from others? Hey, I've got a question actually.
何かしら。
If Sumika's inherited memories from all these parallel universes, if Sumika's inherited past tense memories from all these parallel universes, then which Sumika is she really?
意外だわ。あんたがそれを気にするなんて思わなかった。
I'm not. Whatever the answer is, it's not going to change anything. I just want to know the best way to approach her from here on out.
なるほどね。失礼しました。正直に言うと、誰でもないわ。別の言い方をすれば全員よ。
Yeah, they've kind of all just gone in the fucking Sumika food processor and come out as fucking smoothie blend. Some big old amalgamation. Every version? So, like, all her memories have melded together? Or is it more of a multiple personality thing?
本人に聞いてみたんだけど、よくわからないって。でもおそらく統合とか連合っていう言い方がニュアンス的にはしっくりくるんじゃない？
I see. So there's a big round table of Sumikas, and they all have consensus that, like, okay, we're all gonna get along now and operate as one. What does that mean exactly?
すべての世界に共通する彼女の基本人格が個別世界の記憶や人格差の情報を統括管理して全体的な鏡スミカを形作っているイメージよ。
は？
今まで彼女がおかしかった理由は個別世界の記憶を統括管理する基本人格が形成されていなかったからってことになるわね。
I see. So that's how her attitude changed so suddenly. But it basically works the same as having multiple personalities, doesn't it? Isn't that hard on her?
人間ならね。でも彼女は00ユニット。その手のタスク管理やデータ制御はお手の物よ。
Cool, so just fucking throw up partitions and divide up the personalities and say, you, shut the fuck up. We're being general consensus Sumika right now. But her mind and personality are still human, right? That's the whole point of the double unit, isn't it?
確かにね。でも00ユニットの人間性や人格とその機能や能力は別の話よ。小難しい話になるから簡単に言うけど、彼女の精神や人格は再現されたものであって本物の人間のものではないわ。
I know that.
彼女の量子電動脳が00ユニットが存在する全ての可能性の世界につながっているって話したわよね。
Yes.
彼女はそんなこと認識していないのよ。あんただって自分の脳がどういうメカニズムで機能しているか認識したことないでしょ。
Thank God for that. Right?
あんたの心配している部分は多重人格なんて大げさなものじゃないわ。人間に例えれば邪魔なやつを殺したい、そんなことしたらかわいそうだって思いが同時に存在する程度のことよ。例えは極端だけど異質な思考が混在するのはそんなに特別なことじゃないでしょ。
Yeah, I guess it is.
あんただって複数以上の世界の記憶を持っているけど、 白金健という人格のもとうまくやってるじゃない。
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
分かった？
I kind of wish you'd started with that last explanation first. It was the easiest to understand.
ごめんなさいね。こういうの慣れてないから。
Yeah, I know. I'm an idiot, blah, blah, blah.
今や彼女は人類にとって自分がいかに重要な存在であるかも、任務の重要性も全て理解している。
Yeah, you said that yesterday.
それに加えて、私にいろいろなことを話してくれるようになったわ。心を開いているかどうかはともかくね。
You're playing therapist? Oh my god, poor Sumika. Huh? She has?
別の世界の私の印象が相当良かったのか、この世界に放り出されたあんたと同じで、私しか頼れないからなのか。
I can understand that much. You can't let your guard around Yuko-sensei. Let your guard down around Yuko-sensei, but she's definitely someone you can rely on.
高難両面での情報で判断する限り、今の彼女はあんたが心配するほどのことではなさそうよ。
Alright, well, that makes me feel a lot better. Both about the vision I had of Maya and about Sumika's feelings. So basically, I should be able to treat her like any other person now.
安心？ここからが本当の男の仕事なんだけど。
What are you talking about? Wasn't that this whole process?
鏡が限りなく人間に近づいたってことは、これ以降上手に女を扱うスキルが要求されるんだけどね。
I'll be fine.
本当かしら。やっちゃいなさいって言われたぐらいで取り乱す程度の純情くんじゃ心もとないんだけど。これは個人的な恋愛ごっこじゃないのよ。人類の命運がかかった任務なのよ。
You gonna give us some one-on-one instructions about that, Yuko-sensei?
分かってるんでしょうね。
A little after-school extracurricular lessons with the teacher. Damn, that voice fucking sound clip right there was like responding right to me. I can see why you're worried, Sensei. But you can count on me. I know I can do it.
その根拠は？
Oh yeah, I'll fuck Sumika so hard she won't be able to stand. Well, it's true that I'm really not that experienced when it comes to women. You're right about that. I don't have any idea how to make a girl happy, or what kind of dates they might enjoy. And when it comes to how their brains work, I'm so dense it's not even funny. Heck, you told me so yourself over in the other world. But you don't have to worry. If it's Sumika we're talking about, I know I'll be okay. I don't need to understand what makes women tick. All that matters is that I understand her. I swear I'll never hurt her or make her cry ever again. If there's one thing I'm 100% confident about, it's that. I promise I'll...
ここまで言っておいてなんだけど、相手は人間ではないのよ。
Yeah, that's fine.
まして、あんたが愛した元の世界の鏡住処ではないのよ。それでも大丈夫なのね。
Of course I am. I mean, she's still Sumika at heart. What else could possibly matter? Besides, it doesn't matter to me which Sumika she is on the inside. After everything I've been through, all the mistakes I've made, and the pain I've suffered, I'm incredibly grateful just to have her here with me at all. It doesn't matter if I don't know how to treat a lady or whatever. All I've got to do is exactly what she did for me. This time, it's my turn to go all out and make sure she knows exactly how I feel.
ご立派。
And did we pass? Man, please don't make fun of me after all that.
いいえ、本音よ。まあ何にせよ、これで安心して任せることができるわ。
Why do I have this sneaking suspicion that you've got some weird ulterior motive here?
今さら何よ。そんな当たり前のこと怖がってたら、私とやっていけないわよ。
Good point.
そろそろ鏡のところに行きなさい。多分待ちくたびれている頃だと思うわ。
Oh, you're right. I bet she is.
これ以上引き止めて、あんたとの関係を鏡に疑われるのも避けたいしね。
Okay, there's no way that's gonna happen. Besides, you're not even into younger men.
わからないわよ。酔った勢いでどうかなる。
Are we gonna get that flash? Oh, I don't think so. After all, you were drunk out of your skull the night Alternative 5 was enacted last time, and we never... Yay, there we go. What? 124.40. 44. No way, dude. Not her. That's not possible.
ぐでんぐでんに酔った私がどうしたって？
You never laid a finger on me.
そうさすが私ね。
Excellent worth lying through your teeth. Work. Man, my enunciation skills are down the fucking drain this week. Okay, I can see how I might go for Mayor or the others, but how the hell would I have wound up with Yuko-sensei?
何ぼーっとしてんのよ。早く言ってあげなさい。
That was one gnarly, sloppy knobby the teach gave us there. I was really worried she was just gonna fucking puke on our dick, but, you know, good on her for keeping her alcohol down. Yeah, it should.
ありったけの思いをぶつけてらっしゃい。
Don't use my own words against me.
頑張ってね。
What the hell? This doesn't make any sense anymore. Again, I can definitely see how I could end up in a relationship with Maya, or Class Rep, or one of the others. That much isn't out of the realm of possibility. But Yuko-sensei? There's not a single reason I can see for the two of us to get together. Because it was a really hot H scene, bro. Sell those copies. There's no sense it would do something like that with me. I'm younger than her, and she's constantly making fun of me and treating me like a little kid. In that sense, I can at least rule out the possibility that's a memory from one of my previous loops here, right? And that it was totally different from the flashback that I had about the hot springs earlier, so it couldn't have been from my world either. That one had to have just been a weird fantasy, or at most, a memory I inherited from some parallel universe version of me. No, let's just forget about it. Like Sensei just told me, there's no point in ruminating over this stuff. Even if I find out where these visions are coming from, it's not going to change a thing. Sumika's mind and thought processes are stabilizing quicker and quicker by the day, and she's completely aware of her own situation now. If she can become friends with Maya and the others within the next 2 weeks, we shouldn't have anything to worry about in the upcoming operation. And if all goes according to plan, we'll be eliminating yet another big threat to humanity. For now, though, I just need to focus on me and Sumika. So, she's got her own room on this floor now, huh? I guess it's only natural, given that she's a member of the unit now, but considering how unstable she was only a few days ago, it does feel a bit surreal. Still, it's a little much that Sensei put her room right next to mine. I guess it's my own fault for telling her Sumika was my next-door neighbor, though. I know she wants everybody to figure out that Sumika and I are in a relationship, but it feels way too blatant. My closest neighbor in the unit used to be Maya, and she was 3 doors down. Well, maybe blatant is the way to go here, I guess. Yeah, it's important to set these boundaries. Be like, hey, listen, this is how it is. Don't get weirded out if you see us, like, being all touchy-feely with each other. It's just how it is. Oh, man. I'm actually getting all tense. I'm feeling just as nervous as I did when I saw Sumika in the other world during those transfer experiments. I know I was just talking to her earlier today, but she ended up staying behind in the PX to talk to everyone when I went to visit Sensei. So I haven't really had a chance to talk with Sumika one-on-one since she became quote-unquote normal, so to speak. For some reason, it feels like I'm seeing her for the first time in a long while. Probably because I basically had to treat her like a little kid up until now. Whew. Alright, I can't just stand here. Ooh, let's do this thing. Wait, why the hell am I giving myself a pep talk over this? I'm getting all self-conscious now. It's probably because Yuko-sensei kept pursuing me to take our relationship to the next level. Just act natural. You can do this. That's it. That sounded like Sumika. Oh god, this is incredible. Sumika?
たけるちゃん
So, hey, I was hoping we could talk for a bit. Is that cool?
うんこんばんは
Oof. Oh, hey, Kazumi. Didn't know you were here. What have you guys been up to?
あやとりの練習です
Could you, like, I know we're kind of like a throuple, like all attached at the hip, Kazumi, but can you like step out for a minute? I wonder if they're gonna start having sleepovers up here. I'm guessing she's mainly here to keep an eye on Sumiko. Well, that wouldn't be too bad. Oh, that's great. I'm glad you guys are still keeping up with that.
はい
Where are you going, Kazumi?
私散歩します
A literal mind reader here. God bless you, Kazumi. Huh? What's up with her? Why is she suddenly being all considerate now? Besides, I don't think she's ever just gone out on a stroll before.
いいんだよかすみちゃんすぐ終わるから
Yeah, we don't mind if you're here. The three of us have always been together, right?
でも
いいのいいのほらお部屋入ってねお願いかすみちゃんね
Does the idea of being apart with Kazumi really bother you that much? Well, I guess it makes sense since you've always been together.
たけるち
Huh?
ゃん私今日いろんな人と話したんでちょっと疲れちゃって
You want a little more time before we we have the talk? That's cool. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
だから今日はもう眠たいんだ
Okay, no worries. She must have been pretty nervous, having to meet so many new people all at once, so I'm not surprised it wore her out. I'm sure they didn't ask any overly personal questions, since they knew she's involved in a special mission, but it still must have been hard to keep up with those guys. I'm guessing it put quite a bit of strain on her quantum conductive brain, meaning her ODL's probably degraded a fair bit too. Simulated sleep helps maintain the illusion of humanity, and since they set her circulatory system helps purify her ODL a little while she sleeps. So if she's feeling quote-unquote tired, I really shouldn't stick around. Well, I guess we'll just have to talk tomorrow then.
でも
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Sorry I interrupted your game.
いえ私は
ごめんね
Hey, no sweat. Have a nice night, you two.
おやすみ
おやすみなさい
Kazumi, you gonna have a little girl talk with her and be like, hey, listen. I know it's fucking weird right now, but we just have to move past this. Holy shit, dude. That was actually her. The real Sumika in the flesh. Oh god, this is so insane. It felt like I was talking to her back in my world. I did think she was being a little overly polite when I introduced her to the others earlier, but just now? Sure, she seemed a little tired, but that was definitely the Sumika I know. Man, oh man. Compared to how she was doing 2 days ago, it's like a total revelation. Huh? What? It's like a total... Okay, weird. If this is the kind of improvement we can expect going forward, then maybe she really will be completely stable within the next few days. Hell yeah, baby! I can hardly wait. It's coming home! Well, seeing as we're an hour and a half in, and I was talking about possibly doing shorter episodes, and we just reached the date change, this seems like a perfect spot to stop for today. So, once again, I'd like to remind everyone, just drop something down in the comments about how you feel about episode lengths and all that. And, yeah, hope to see you guys all next time for the next episode of Muv Love Alternative. Hope to see you then. Later.